Have you ever set a health and wellness goal for yourself only to get derailed within a day or a week? You are not alone. You're going to want to pay attention to this week's Take 5. We're going to talk about the evidence-based process that I use with my coaching clients to help them set a health and wellness goal that not only is motivating, but one that they can achieve within a short time frame. And this is the first I'm doing in the series in what I call SMART health goals. So be on the lookout for more on this topic. Oh, look, there's Scooby. He wanted to join the conversation. So what is a SMART health goal? You may have encountered the acronym SMART goals, maybe like in a business class or a psychology class if you ever took one. I used to do business consulting and we always used this model because it's an evidence-based way to set goals that will keep you motivated. And like I said, it's an acronym. So the S stands for specific. If you're setting a health goal for yourself, make sure you are as detailed as possible. So instead of saying something like, I want to get fit, write down a goal that's more specific than that, like, I want to go to the gym 3 days per week. Or even better, I want to go to the gym for 1 hour, 3 mornings per week. So as specific as you can get will make it easier for you to actually stay focused. The M is for measurable. And we used to have a saying in consulting that what gets measured gets managed. And it's same for ourselves, for our own behavior. And it's hard to manage our behavior if we don't even know how we're doing. And we don't know how we're doing if it's not something that we can measure. And so if you want to change a behavior, make sure that you're being specific in a way that you can measure it. You can know when you've accomplished your goal. You can know if you're making progress on the goal. So instead of saying, I want to sleep better, you could say something in terms of, I want to sleep for 7 hours every night. That is something you could check off. That is something you could measure. You know when you go to sleep, or about when you go to sleep and about when you wake up. Same with the workout goal I talked about before. If I say I want to get fit, it's very difficult to measure that. If I say I want to exercise 3 days per week, that's something I can check off. That's something I know if I'm making progress on, or I know if I've accomplished it. So that's the M. The A is for action-oriented, meaning it's not about a feeling or the end goal. It's a specific action. What can you do to get closer to where you want to be? So instead of saying something like, I just want to decrease my stress, I want to feel well, I want to feel better, that's one I hear a lot. Well, what does that mean to you? What would feeling less stress look like to you? What actions would you be taking? And for a number of clients that I've worked with in this area, for them it's breathing. It doesn't have to be specifically a formal meditation process, but they want to take a break 5 minutes a day. And that is an action. So you can pause to breathe 5 minutes a day. That's how you get to the end goal of, I want to feel better, or I want to have less stress. But we're actually talking about actions, things that we can do. The R is for realistic. And this is one that my clients struggle with the most because they focus much more on big changes and where they'd like to be in a year, or this perfect image of what it would mean to be fit or to sleep well or to have less stress. But we really need to break it down and focus on a goal that is realistic. And so rather than saying something like, I'm going to prepare 6 to 7 healthy dinners every week. Well, how many are you preparing now? And if that answer is 0 or 1, then how about instead we set a realistic goal of, I'm going to prepare 2 dinners a week or 3 dinners a week. And we start there. That's setting a goal that's realistic. Otherwise, it's just too easy to get derailed or to feel demoralized when we can't reach that picture of perfection. And then finally, the T in SMART stands for time-bound, meaning that we have an end timeline in mind. It's not like we're setting this big, lofty goal of, I'm going to work out all the time, or I'm going to work out regularly. Instead, it's like, in the next 3 months, I will work out 3 days per week. So you can set that. It's less overwhelming to break it down that way, and to have it to be time bound like that helps you to think in small chunks. You can always then expand after that. That's how we stay motivated when we set a SMART goal. So I gave you a couple of examples there of making sure that it's specific, that it's measurable, that it's action oriented, it's realistic, and it's time bound. And if I could give you a pro tip when it comes to setting a health or wellness goal for yourself, think about 3-month or 12-week time frames and set a goal for that. Think of it as a step towards maybe something bigger that you want to achieve over the course of 6 or 12 months. But start with a 12-week time frame. Set a goal that's a little bit of a stretch, but not a crazy stretch. And be happy with that progress. You can always build on it. It's way better to feel that you've met and exceeded a goal than to feel like it was just something you could never accomplish to begin with. If this is helpful to you, if you're interested in simple science-based solutions for alleviating stress and anxiety and prioritizing health and wellness, then consider signing up for Take 5. It's my newsletter that I send out directly to your email. And if you sign up, then you'll get my free guide, 5 ways to decrease stress and build resilience in 5 minutes or less. And if you're thinking about setting a health or wellness goal for yourself and you'd like some more help, I am a certified wellness coach, and that's what I do. I offer free consultations to help you just define what it is, like where you're at, where you want to be, and how wellness coaching can help you get there. So consider going on to Working on Calm and signing up for one of those free consultations. In the meantime, changing your habits, prioritizing your health, decreasing your stress does not have to feel overwhelming. There are little things you can do every day to care for yourself, and setting a SMART goal is one of them. Give it a try and let me know how it goes.